Welcome back, everyone. We are live. We have not gone live in a long time. It has been quite some time, probably at least a month, if I'm correct, since we have gone live. But I thought today would be the opportune time to do it. Just felt right, felt like the right state to do it. So we are live here again on this fine Tuesday evening. And if you are watching us, we got a few people watching now. We'll let the YouTube algorithm do its thing. If you are watching us, let us know down below in the comments, or in the chat rather. I'm so used to saying the comment section because we've always done pre-recorded for about a month now, so I have to get acclimated to saying the live chat section. If you are first joining us, let us know where you are tuning in from, city, state, location, whatever you want to tell us. Let us know what time it is over there and what's up, how you been. Let us know in the chat. Hello, Safe Line Live. Good to have you. There we go. Alrighty, we are live. We are talking about the infrastructure bill that has now been signed into law by President Biden. This is breaking news. And we thought that the signature was going to come yesterday. As always, not surprising that there was a delay. Speaking of delays, if there are any problems here on this live, if there's any glitches, if there's freezes up, if it goes black from out of nowhere, always remember that we'll go live right again on this channel. So have notifications turned on because sometimes with the lives, Apple computers, you can't control the technology. And so if anything were to go wrong, if the screen were to go black, it were to freeze up, we'll go live right away, right again on this channel. So have notifications turned on to make sure, just in case that happens. Hopefully it doesn't. And so if you are first joining us, as always, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, smash the like button. I'd appreciate that. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel, click that big red button and that notification bell as well. We've got a lot of people on, and I think we can get the ball rolling. So we're talking about Biden's infrastructure bill. We're talking about the fact he just signed it into law. We thought the signature was going to come yesterday, but a little bit of a delay, and so he signed it today. This is fantastic news, and I think a great step in bipartisanship, as it was a bipartisan infrastructure bill, right? So definitely made some headway there, and it was nice to see both parties come together and go across party lines and finally to see some compromise, see some deals made. And you like to see it, right? As opposed to just Democrats going the reconciliation route and just passing it on their own without any GOP support. The bill did get over a dozen GOP senators to vote on this bill. So that is great to see. We love to see some bipartisanship. Of course, the aftermath of that was the fact that President Trump blasted Republicans who voted for it, and Mitch McConnell and Trump are at it again and feuding. And so, of course, there was a little bit of backlash, but that's what you're going to expect within the Republican Party. So we're going to be talking about what's in this bill, talking about the aftermath, talking about what Democrats can expect as far as this bill, as far as it's implemented, and what we could see happen. So we'll be talking about it all in this video, in this live today. I think we're ready to get started. Are we ready to get started? I think so. Here we go. So in the infrastructure package, President Joe Biden, of course, has signed the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill into law, and this finalizes a key part of his economic agenda. It's a great victory. That's a big win for the White House, especially amid the slumping poll numbers for President Biden, and it's not looking good for the midterms. The Democrats are greatly concerned, and so this was a big win, and hopefully, for the Democrats' sake, could bolster up some support and make those poll numbers look a little bit better. It will deliver $550 billion of new federal investments in America's infrastructure over 5 years. So long after potentially President Joe Biden's only term, if he does not decide to run again and passes the torch to Kamala or another Democrat steps in, but we'll talk about that at the time. It touches everything from bridges and roads to the nation's broadband, water, and energy systems. Experts say that the money is sorely needed to ensure safe travel, as well as the efficient transport of goods and produce across the country. The nation's infrastructure system earned a C- score from the American Society of Civil Engineers earlier this year. This was much needed. It's the largest investment in infrastructure in over a decade, and it got, again, bipartisan support between both Republicans and Democrats. Democrats claim that the legislation pays for itself through a multitude of measures and without raising taxes. But the CBO, or the Congressional Budget Office, brushed aside several of those paid-for provisions, ultimately finding the package would add $256 billion to the deficit over the next 10 years. More debt, more money being printed, more concerns with inflation comes with the territory. It's significantly smaller, though, than the $2.25 trillion proposal that, or rather, $2.25 trillion proposal that Biden unveiled in March, known as the American Jobs Plan. So a lot of compromises were made, not just with Republicans, right, but also with moderate conservative Democrats as well, people like